gameplay video by Grimm walkthrough Ruby Eclipse. I'm Decline, and today we're gonna be talking about Volume 7, and the Ruby comics, and while playing, just I keep getting these mixed up. I want Gauntlet, I think. There you go. Horde mode has the objectives which you don't want. I don't know. Let's actually do Forever Paul. That's like the character. We'll be doing Ruby as always. As we're talking Volume 7, might as well go Volume 6 outfit. Oh, no music. I turned that off. I forgot. But anyway. Add bots. Spot. Wait. Gonna remove bots. Hold on. But anyway, so yeah, Volume 7's been amazing. Ruby's finally getting back to what it was before Volume 3, which I'm one of those people that, what happened in between Volume 4, 5, and 6 to me makes complete sense. Makes complete sense in terms of the story they're going for. And everything about that, like, that was always intended to happen. You can watch, in Ruby Volume 1, 2, or 3, you can hear Montiyam say, or you can hear people talk, or you can hear people talking in behind the scenes stuff about, there was going to be, about 18 volumes being planned, and more recently, within the past 1 or 2 years, you could hear, I think, Yang's voice, I think you can hear Barbara say, there's 20 now. So, or there was always 20 planned, or they're going to 20 now. Or they added 2 more. So, basically, like, the argument for me about the whole, volume, what happened after Volume 4, after Volume 4 through 6 doesn't make sense. And basically, I agree with them on this one point. This one point being, yes, I kind of wanted to see, Ruby be a typical shonen anime, basically which, by the way, shonen anime, I thought just meant tournaments, and fighting, but no, it just means young boys. That's all it means. It's basically young boy genre. Like how Disney normally operates in young girl genre, that's what shonen means, just one young boy. But basically, people wanted a shonen anime just taking place around Beacon, maybe them traveling, growing into adults and becoming mature and going out to and getting the hunter's licenses and all that. Yes, that would have been great. That might even be a thing later on, like after Volume 30 of Ruby, or after Volume 20 of Ruby, or some such. When Salem is defeated, the world knows a peace which was never known before, or Remnant knows a peace that was never known before. Everyone's happy. Salem and Ozpin are back together. Yada yada. And then they're going to do a prequel show showing you what Remnant was like in normal circumstances with a team similar to Ruby, but, doing the normal thing. Like, that would be interesting. And what kind of people wanted from Ruby Chibi. But, instead of Ruby Chibi was just Red vs. Blue back here. Which, again, Ruby Chibi's amazing. I love it. I think it's a tad bit too silly. It's a tad bit too silly for me, but I love it regardless. But yeah. But anyway, so moving on to Volume 7. Volume 7 is amazing.
Perfect form.
I might say some spoilers, but pretty much Volume 7 is Ruby returning back to normal after 3 seasons of recovering for Volume 3.
Devastation.
Which makes complete sense. Yang got PTSD from having her arm chopped off and having to reface their values in life. Weiss finally got the courage to basically abandon her father, which we saw in Volume 1 through 3 that she had trouble really giving up her father.
Booyah!
In the sense of physically giving up her father, not mentally. With the whole credit card shenanigans, stuff like that. And
perfect form.
And then Blake finally giving over her shyness and stuff like that. And Ruby finally learning, Ruby finally becoming her own, becoming, a woman kind of thing, even though she's technically still 15.
Better and better.
No, Ruby maturing, becoming a leader because literally no one else will. I mean, Crow tries, but he fails. Osmond honestly tries, but he's not, he was kind of forced into the role of being a leader, of being the sole hero of humanity, the chosen one. Whereas Ruby is someone who wants to be it. Guns, guns, guns. Osmond never wanted to be. He was just some guy who rescued a princess and then got owned by some gods, and then one god took pity on him and decided, you know what, you're good enough. Let you be the hero to save all this. And you get the idea. And also, we finally get to see what Alice is really like, which apparently it floats, which is interesting. And also seeing modern technology, more or less, and more 1930s technology before the crazy holograms, everything, in Mantle, which is awesome. And seeing the dynamic between old Atlas and new Atlas. Seeing another academy, seeing old friends like Team Funky and stuff like that is pretty cool. And yeah, I mean overall, and also like the more political dynamics going on, which some people are completely going over their head, and they much prefer the action. Like for example, the last episode 8, was all about politics. And if you look in the Ruby comics, it goes over people's heads. So maybe I should do my reaction video. Maybe I should do reaction videos like literally everyone else. Oh, that's not good. Good thing you can't die as bots, jeez.
Booyah!
Yeah, maybe I should do reaction videos, but I mean the reason why I don't is because I prefer to watch Ruby on my own time. It's for me watching shows and movies is more intimate than it honestly should be, but yeah, you get the idea.
Perfect form.
It's just me and the TV kind of thing. That's just the dynamic. That I've become accustomed to over the years. But anyway. So yeah, and then there's the long plan that Ruby Volume 7 is going for as well, showing you the compilation, oh hello. Showing you basically the long, like Volume 7, every single episode of Volume 7 sets up the ending for Volume 7. And then basically, just a lot of dynamics. Also, I went back to my Wii Pro controller, by the way, because it's somehow superior to an Xbox One controller on Windows. I have no idea why. Because, like, watch. My D-pad actually works. How fantastic. Yeah, and the mod should really... I mean, if it's not updated already, because I haven't updated this one forever, but if mod's updated already, then it should definitely update so the bots can actually take damage and act like normal players. Instead of basically just more guns.
Perfect form.
But yeah. And also, I like how the stakes have been built up, which I've been watching, which I just got done watching. Hold on, Generation Tech. No, basically basically break down all the Mandalorian episodes, and in doing so, they talked about like stakes. Now, Mandalorian doesn't really have any. Whereas Ruby, after Volume 3 laid down, yes, people can die, and yes, it will be horrible. In a show which you weren't expecting that to begin with. And then throughout Volume 3, you get failure, 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 failure. And Volume 7 is like returning to normal of win, 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 win. Albeit there are still failures, what happened was horrendous. Ultimate! Run! That was not worth it. That was not worth it. It was actually worth it, my word. But overall, Volume 7 is outstanding. I love it. It's probably my favorite season so far. Actually, it's definitely my favorite season so far. I mean, but then again, I'm an Atlas fanboy. What do you want? Oh, Ultimate! Yeah. Anyway, so moving on to the Ruby comic. The Ruby comic has stirred up controversy for various reasons. One of them is because
Perfect form.
is because on one of the comics, in one of the issues, oh yeah, these guys, fantastic. On my face. In one of the issues, a artist stole a fan art of a triple barrel dust revolver, just to use in one panel to start the race. Yeah, it's really dumb, but it turns out that it's also common, as Eckhart Tolle could state. And at least in Marvel. I don't know about DC, but then again, DC's never had another property they had to take care of. They had to, cover, really. At least not a lot, not as much as how much Marvel's been entrusted with Star Wars. And it turns out that in Marvel Land, they steal a ship basically every other issue, every space battle. You're almost guaranteed, to a point of 95% or so, that one of the ships is stolen fan art. Even a ship which they really don't need to, which is from a movie, they stole it from fan art. It's so dumb. So that's just the comic book industry thing. People speculate because of the low pay comic book artists, which that would make sense. It would make complete sense. But still, you shouldn't do it. If you want to be paid more, you shouldn't, rip up other people's art. That's not a way to do it. Ah, my face. But anyway, so that's the thing that happened. But overall, I mean, there is one reviewer on Amazon that that says that the characters are not very much themselves. I don't think so. But then again, I've always found terrible at writing for other people's characters. I feel that this is completely untrue. At least people tell me that I feel like I'm doing the same for my own characters. Maybe just because I'm so utterly nervous all the time. That's probably why. I just feel like I'm always making a mistake when I'm absolutely being perfect. But anyway, or at least I have been told that. But anyway, another one of the androids, fantastic. But anyway, so the Ruby comic's really good. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a physical version, which is dumb. Or else I would absolutely get all the physical versions. It's guns. Oh, hello. But anyway, ow, my face. Uh-oh. You know what? Ultimate! Ah, that not do all the damage. Ah, that do no damage. But anyway, so the comic basically, comic covers odd things. Comic covers what the show did not. Such as more Beacon era stuff. The journey, or what the characters were going through in Volume 4 and stuff like that. Volume 4, before they met up again. More backstory about Blake, which is pretty good. However, there's another dumb thing. I mean, the characters are honestly close enough for me.
Better and better.
Yeah.
Perfect form. Oh yeah. Booyah.
I mean, the characters are, again, ring close enough. However, there is this one thing that makes no real sense. They're using glyph locks instead of holographic locks. Which, I don't know why they didn't make a Red vs. Blue callback. That's dumb. With holographic locks, you know what York struggles with all the time, where it's saying that he's awesome at it. But anyway, so they use glyph locks, which to our knowledge, glyph is a semblance that could be unique to the Schnee ladies. If it's not unique to the Schnee ladies, then it's very rare. And the odds of having someone at Beacon who is not Weiss set up these glyph locks without Weiss knowing, Weiss could have set them up for a obstacle course they were running, which makes perfect sense for what you'd be seeing at Beacon. The obstacle course makes sense. The obstacle course fit in well. It's just that they had locks made out of glyphs when they could have just done holographic locks. I made a funny joke in relation to Red vs. Blue. But other than that, everything else seemed pretty good. Just gives you basically the objective of the comic books was to give you more time with the RWBY characters than you could see in the show. Booyah. Which, speaking to that, which Generation Tech were trying to figure out. Actually, it was American Ben that was actually trying to figure this out, or was actually complaining about the lack of showtime for The Mandalorian at around 30 minutes. He was wanting an hour-long show, if not an hour long, then close to an hour long. And The Mandalorian probably isn't doing it because of this, but Red vs. Blue definitely did, and so does RWBY, and so does every piece, and every show for. Where's the last guy? And same with every show on Rooster Teeth, besides the podcasts and live streams and whatnot. But the reason why RWBY's running time is below 30 minutes is simply because it's an internet show. Back in the olden days of the internets, back before I was actually on the internets, back when Rooster Teeth was just getting started, back before the YouTube times, back in the olden days. Where's this last guy? I'll tell you. Oh, actually, he was following us this entire time. No wonder we couldn't find him. Get sniped. This is definitely going to be the thumbnail. Running. Forward! Power strike, yeah. There we go. But anyway. So, the reason why Red vs. Blue and RWBY have below 30-minute run times is because back in the olden days of the internet, the popular thing to do, and it still is, YouTube pushes it for a fact, is having videos under around 50 minutes to 20 minutes long. It's just a law of the internet that you want. The majority of people, which if you're a showrunner like Rooster Teeth or Disney, you want to... Ah, my face! I'm just messing up running time. Because I don't think these spots will revive me. Oh, jump. No. Wham. Wham again. Smack him. Yeah. Come on, boy! You take that for right now. Gotcha! Another Ursa! But anyway. So that's the reason why. It's because back then and even today, people don't want to watch a 30-minute long video on the internet. It's just a fact. Very few people, I mean, even I don't really want to watch a show that's an hour long. I love RWBY's runtime. I love the Mandalorian's runtime. I feel like you get enough content, and at the same time, they like for example, American Ben thinks that the Mandalorian felt a bit rushed at 30 minutes. When I was watching, I didn't think it was. I don't think RWBY's rushed either. I do think that RWBY could have more episodes in the volume, but then again, it is a CGI show, and Rooster Teeth is still technically small. So having, for example, 30 episodes in the volume will also, for the viewer, means we might only get one animated show per year. You know, I'm also taking versus Blue as machinima, not animated. You know, basically be Red vs. Blue and one other for that entire year. That means no Genlock and no Nomad of Nowhere. With RWBY, it will be 1 year of RWBY Volume, like RWBY Volume 7, and then Nomad, and then with Red vs. Blue, of course. You can get Red vs. Blue. That's a staple. And like then RWBY again after 3 years, which in modern day that will not do. I mean, then Genlock, then RWBY again, so that won't do. So it makes sense to why they have shorter run times, means more shows and shows coming back sooner. Not run time. Ah, my face. Season length. But yeah. But overall, I mean, overall, the comics really good if A, you like comics, and B, having a comic that says RWBY on it is amazing to you. Albeit that you can't. Albeit there's no physical version. Help. 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 Look on this. You're mine, boy. Get back here. Ah, my face. Okay, good. Where's the rest of my team? Oh, they're fighting Ursa. But anyway, I think they do like half damage or something. Like they don't do full damage. Unless that's just natural damage from their just spam X attack. But anyway, so yeah, I would definitely recommend the RWBY comic book. I still don't like the art style. It works though. I'm very picky about art styles. I used to not watch anime because I thought most anime series have creepy art styles. I still think One Piece and Naruto still have a creepy art style. I just don't like it. Okay, last wave and then wrap it up for today. But anyway, so also going back onto my tabletop, going back onto my RWBY fan mod for my tabletop working RPG, which is now called Huntsmen, Huntresses, and War. A RWBY fan mod. No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh, turn me! Oh, 2 alphas. Oh, this is bad. Which now it's in pre-alpha 0.1.1. And basically has a completely different signature weapon system. It works way better than it used to. Which that's thanks to thanks to Redditor I corresponded with, who didn't want credit. Most people I work with don't. It's weird. But anyway, I've always asked, and only one person wanted credit, and only one person wanted to. Actually, no. This guy actually did. Never mind. This guy actually did. So he's in. Their name is on the file. I never got, if they're a guy or not. But anyway, actually, their name is on the file, on their peripheral playtesters. Yeah, never mind. But anyway, so they helped me come up with this system. It was mostly them, let's be honest. And yeah, also I've added Y. Oh, that's not Brown. That's a Brown. Also, I've added Weiss, and I'm planning to do Team Ruby. I'm planning to do every single Ruby character. Put them all in the mod. At least the ones that would make sense that you would find. If you're doing something. I mean, if you're doing a show. I mean, if you were doing a campaign. Get in there. No, bad. Ultimate. Oh, got him. And now we snipe. Actually, this would be a pretty good thumbnail. But yeah. And I meant to release it earlier, it's just that I was kind of waiting for my mass computer to get done with its, getting Windows 10 fixed on it.
Perfect form.
But now we're waiting on hard drives to arrive. We need a new 4 terabyte SSD, which is expensive, but you know, onslaught dude, the room grows stronger. Alright, that'll be it. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Done. We're done here. Alright, so the bots help a lot against the Ursa, but they don't really help that much against anything else, which is fine. It's the Ursa. Like, I can fight the Ursa just fine, it just takes forever. But anyway. So, yeah, to conclude this video, Ruby Volume 7 is amazing, and if you've been waiting to return to Ruby Volume 7 is the one you return on. The Ruby comics are pretty good. They could be better, but they could be a whole lot worse. They do make mistakes. The characters could be a tad bit more themselves, but overall, the experiment of letting someone else have it that's not the manga, works out well. It's working well. And then my Ruby fan mod for my Warrior RPG, Huntsmen, Huntresses, and War, or HHW, just released a version. And yeah, I'm still trying to figure out these semblances. Semblances seem to be something that I am stuck on. Basically, they cost 6 AP they cost 6 AP to use, and you can make it whatever you want. You can make a more powerful version of your attack for 10 AP. Basically, it's a once a turn thing, unless you got more than 10 AP, which would give you a reason to get more 10 AP if you're not someone that runs around a lot. But anyway. And yeah, that'd be it for this video. I'll link in the description to everything, including there's, I gotta do my standard outro. And that'd be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate watching. This video means a lot to me. It also means a lot to me if you were to check out their story, Life in 12040s, my sci-fi action adventure war novel, where you follow the Tryyha and his wife and friends as they go on missions to help maintain the free world they have built over the last 15 years. And yeah, and also you can check it out at Pryyha, my wargame RPG, and the Ruby fan mod, of course. All in the description. You can also search on Amazon for my book, or you can just get the free PDF off of my Google Drive, and which is in the description as well. Alright, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I guess see you in a second.